I would describe Provincetown as creative, innovative, ridiculous, fun, unique, and beautiful. I don't think there are too many places that can fall underneath those 6 words in 3 square miles.
I love living by the water, and I find Provincetown to be the epitome of that.
Well, living on the tip of Cape Cod is like living on an island, living in Provincetown. It's basically an island.
It's refreshing, it's rejuvenating, it can be peaceful.
Being surrounded by water on 3 sides, I literally feel like I'm living on a boat here. I mean, I live right on the water too, so the water is a healing, just kind of containing force.
One of the most important things about the town that I think a lot of people don't realize when they visit is the light.
The light here is very unique.
People that live here understand it. People that visit, I don't necessarily think they recognize it right away, but it brings them back again.
The history is unbelievably rich in Provincetown, from the Pilgrims landing here first.
Many people don't know that. Now, they did settle in Plymouth, but this is where they first landed.
To me, the history of Provincetown means everything to me. My ancestors came over on the Mayflower. My great-grandfather, Max Bohm, was a painter here in the early 1800s. I brought my kids up here, so the Portuguese community, my brother's a fisherman, and the kids went to school here, so all of that heritage on the Portuguese part was a very important part to me.
Provincetown also has a lot of history with artists and writers. We had Jack Kerouac, Tennessee Williams, who actually was writing The Glass Menagerie in one of the dune shacks that is in the National Seashore. Think about just Norman Mailer and what he means to our community.
The art and culture here, there's deep. I studied with a man named Fritz Boltmann, who was Hans Hofmann's best friend, and the artist, the history of Franz Klein and Motherwell. It feeds me just knowing they've been here, and I can just feel really their ghosts.
In 1916, the Provincetown Theater was born, and it still lives today. In 1916, Eugene O'Neill's first play, Bound East for Cardiff, was produced, and that was the beginning of the birthplace of modern American theater.
Provincetown's commitment to art and culture is probably one of its best assets. To have as many nonprofits as we do representing all of the visual arts, theater, music, the sciences is truly exceptional. I think one of the best parts about how we all work together is that we all have different missions in terms of how we preserve the art history piece, the theater piece, the science piece. And so looking at the art colony, which started in 1899 with the arrival of Charles Hawthorne, the traditions of plein air painting still exist through PAM, through the Cape Cod School of Art, through Castle Hill and Truro, and the monument, of course, preserving the historical aspect of the people, places, and things that contributed to the art and cultural movement that is still incredibly strong here today.
I think that the fact that there's a real deep history of painting and sculpture and writing gives one permission to do that themselves here. If you're a person who hasn't found their muse, this is the place to do it.